bladder, and this is the urethra where the urine comes out. And this is the external urethral orifice. Okay? Now, that's the urinary bladder doesn't produce the urine. It actually came from the ureter up in the kidneys. So the path of urine is kidney, ureter, urinary bladder, and urethra. Make sure you don't call this just bladder, because this is another bladder. Remember gallbladder. Okay, so when you make, what also can come out of here, not only the urinary system, but you have reproductive system products. This is the testis, T-E-S-T-I-S, which is singular, E-S is plural. So in here is where you make sperm and testosterone too. But sperm, then the sperm travel to the epididymis, and then it travels up the vas deferens, all the way around here till you get to this little thing that looks like, I don't know, a caterpillar. Right around here, that's called the seminal vesicle. The seminal is an adjective form for semen. So this is what makes most of your semen. And then this little ramp right here is the ejaculatory duct. And then it goes on to the urethra. So basically, look, think of the urethra as I-95, okay? And the vas deferens is I-80. But right here, a lot of people get this wrong. Right here, the ramp to go from I-80 to I-95, that little ramp is ejaculatory duct, okay? Now there are three places you make semen and the things that go in semen. The seminal vesicle, the prostate, and the bulbourethral gland. I mean, they call it that right here. Is because it's at the bulb of the penis near the urethra. But it's also known as Cowper's gland, C-O-W-P-E-R apostrophe S. Cowper is totally fine, okay? So those are the three things for semen. Now, if someone has a vasectomy and they cut it right here, the sperm can't go anywhere, but the semen can still come out. So the guy can still have an ejaculation and an erection, right? He's, you know, if you've heard the term shooting blanks. So you basically are releasing semen but not sperm, okay? This is the bulb of the penis. This is the head of the penis. And right here, this enlargement here is called glans penis. And there's no D. It's not like secreting anything. G-L-A-N-S penis, okay? Right here. Now, there is something that covers it. It's called prepuce. Or some people call it foreskin, but it's prepuce. P-R-E-P-U-C-E, and it's removed with circumcision, okay? Also here, with this urethra, this is called the spongy urethra. Okay? And around it is something called corpus spongiosum. And I'll go through it again on the histology slide. This one here, you have two of these, and this one has a lot of big spaces to fill up with blood, and that's called corpus cavernosum. The corpus cavernosum fills up with blood, and that's the one that's going to cause the guy to have an erection. Now right here, this is the scrotum, or the scrotal sac. This is the pubic symphysis. This is the large intestine, the rectum, and the anus. So this is digestive system. This is urinary and reproductive system. So again here, urinary bladder. This is prostate here. And Cowper's gland is right, hard to see, so forget it. This is the bulb of the penis. This is the head of the penis. This is the shaft of the penis. Right here, this is the external urethral orifice. This is the urethra, the spongy urethra. Okay, and this is the corpus cavernosum. You'll see it as corpora cavernosa because that's plural, because there are two of them. Okay, and that's basically it. This is the male reproductive system again, but this is the model this time, and look in the other direction. So this is the rectum of the colon. This is the anus. Here you have the urinary bladder, and then the prostate is right underneath it, and you really can't see it, but right here, in this spot right there, you would see the Cowper's gland or bulbourethral gland. Okay, remember the testis is right here, and this is the scrotum or scrotal sac. Testis, epididymis. This is the vas deferens. Right here, it's kind of hard to see when you travel. Now you can see it much better here. Comes right through here, and this is the ejaculatory duct. So if you look here, see when I take the cover off, now you can see the ejaculatory duct. So this is the prostate. So when you look inside, there's the ejaculatory duct, and there's the urethra, right? Gets onto the urethra, and it comes out. Okay? So when you have it with the cover, you can't see the urethra. So right here, this is the spongy urethra, and this is the external urethral orifice. This is the spongy corpus spongiosum, and And you see this with the little holes right here? This is the corpus cavernosum. Okay? The glans penis, you can't really see it, but it's supposed to be an enlargement right over here. Now this part right here, this is called the spermatic cord. And this spermatic cord is the thick part that contains blood vessels, nerves, lymph vessels, and the vas deferens. Okay, so when I come over here, they've actually removed it so you can see inside. But I want to show you here. This is from the front. So here is the testis, and this is the epididymis. Now, the epididymis, be careful the way you spell it, okay? On the testis, the first layer that you see is the tunica albuginea. Remember albino? Think of it, it looks very white. So when you look here, this is the tunica albuginea on the outside of the testis, okay? The next layer is the tunica vaginalis. Don't think of the vagina only in the woman. I mean, the guy doesn't have a vagina, but it's a vaginalis. It's another layer of connective tissue. Tunica means like coverings. So on the testis, tunica albuginea, and then the next layer is tunica vaginalis. Okay? That actually is the peritoneum just that goes through there. You don't need to know the other fascia. You don't need to know any of that. This is the scrotum. Now, this dartos muscle is what allows the muscle around the scrotum to get very tight or very loose depending on the body temperature. Now, versus when it's hot out, this muscle will contract and relax. There's a second muscle called the cremaster muscle. And this muscle is what, when it gets cold out, the scrotum and the testes are pulled closer to the body to keep it warm. And then the cremaster muscle relaxes and allows them to come back down farther away from the body when it gets warmer. Okay? Now, this is sorry, let me do this first. This is a pampiniform plexus. Now, can you read the words in this? I don't know if you can. But plexus, P-L-E-X-U-S, like brachial plexus, all that kind of stuff, means a network of stuff. This is a network of blood vessels. So what happens is, as the testicular artery sends blood to the testis, what happens is the blood is too hot and it will destroy the sperm. So the veins are coming back this way, and the veins are sending blood this way, and it's cold. So the veins are all surrounding the artery. So as the blood comes down here, the heat is pulled towards the veins. And so by the time it gets here, the temperature of the blood is a lot colder. So that's much better. And that's what the pampiniform plexus is for. Now, this is basically what a cross-section of the penis is. So it's been cut, and it looks like a little bug looking at you. Okay, there's the mouth, right, the two eyes. So this is the urethra right here, the urethra, and around, it's called the spongy urethra. So remember, this is corpus spongiosum. Corpus means body, like a spongy body. These are the arteries that go into the penis. So those are the ones that fill up with blood, and they send blood into these little caverns. That's why this is called corpus cavernosum. Okay, and so that's how you have it, and all the blood fills up in here, becomes engorged, and then the guy has an erection. Okay, you can stop. This is sperm. The proper name for sperm with tail is called spermatozoa. So spermat means sperm, and then zoa. Zoa means animal. Okay, so think of these sperms as animals. And they basically have this long tail called flagellum. Okay, this is the head. This is the mid-piece. And right here at the head is something called the acrosome. The acrosome, A-C-R-O-S-O-M-E. That's where you have digestive enzymes. And when it gets to the egg, there's a very, very thick protection around the egg. So it rubs its head against the edge of the cervix, or of the fallopian tube. Yeah, it rubs its head and it rips off this part of the head, and then the enzymes are released, and then it starts to make way for the sperm to go in, and then the tail whips really, really fast, and that's how it's able to get into the egg. However, the egg is so thick around the egg that the egg actually has to destroy it from the outside and from the inside, so that otherwise the wall is way, way too thick. I mean, basically, if the egg were the size of a person, the wall is about 300 feet. That's how big it would be. So the egg needs to give the sperm some chance to get in. Okay, stop.